right, this comes to us from Cosmic Book News. Thunderbolts bombs with 74 million box office, second worst MCU opening. Man. So, Legendary Scope, thank you so much for the 10, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, the fact that this movie, everyone is saying that this movie is really, really freaking good. Like, this movie is really freaking good. Top-notch movie. But yo, thank you, Legendary Scope for the gift, man. Thank you. But yeah, I think that this movie is okay at best. I think this movie is like a 5.5 or 6 out of 10. I talked about this on Project Egg Roll this past weekend. I think this movie is decent. There's some parts I didn't like, there's some parts I did like. But the fact that this movie is considered one of the, like, I would say the top 10 highest rated Rotten Tomatoes MCU movie of all time. But the fact that this movie is not looking so good with 74 million, that's second worst MCU opening. That is actually really bad. And the thing is, the movie doesn't really get good until about like 35 to 40 minutes in, which is a long time. You mean 27 minute of therapy session? Yeah, man. You have mental health issues? Well, if the Void is gonna give it to you, gonna make sure you tackle that shit, all right? As expected, following Captain America Brave New World, Thunderbolt is the next box office bomb from Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios. Thunderbolts actually scores the second worst MCU opening of all time. If you factor in inflation, only outperforming the Marvels, it fails to even beat Eternals. Oh my god. I didn't even watch Eternals, the movie that saved lives. The movie that freaking saved lives. I don't know about that. But here's the thing. I did watch the Marvels, and it's definitely better than the Marvels. But not by much. I gave the Marvels like a 3 or a 2. This movie is like a 5.5 or a 6. It's not bad, but it's not good either. The fact that we've gotten so many lackluster Marvel movies for a long time now, you know, some outliers here and there that are good, right? But most of the time it's not good. And finally, you get something that's like half decent, and everyone is praising this movie, basically glazing this movie with their semen, which is wild. The flick cost a massive 180 million plus likely another 100 million in marketing. So that means that it's 280 million. So I would say that in order for this movie to see any type of return, I would say this movie needs to make 500 million, which is quite a lot. Let's see, it would be lucky to hit 400 million unless it has legs. Its second weekend will be a big test. Now, this movie does have a decent amount of word of mouth. A lot of people were saying that this movie was pretty good. But did you guys see that they had this new like advertisement that I think Florence Pugh comes out and rips off the asterisk Thunderbolts logo and it says New Avengers? That is so fucking confusing to normies. It's like, what is this? New Avengers? What's happening? Why the hell do I care about this shit, right? This is wild. Yo, long last name with the 5 gifted membership. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yo, thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, it's super, super weird. It's because now it says New Avengers with an asterisk. I don't get it. They think this is clever, but it's not. Right? Let's see. The trades that report the Thunderbolts open to 76 million, which is right in the line with the estimates. The foreign gross is also soft. Oh, and you mean flaccid at 86.1 million, which gives Thunderbolt a current 162.1 million worldwide gross. And so far domestic, and then you could basically total right over here. So Monday update, the actuals are lower as Sunday underperforms with only $2 million. It guessed The break-even number for Thunderbolts is around 500. Okay, so I was right, 500 to 600 million. So it's looking like another Marvel movie will lose at least 100 million for Disney. Note the studio gets about half the money from ticket sales domestically and even less from foreign markets. Now, you're also factoring in that the movie needs to, Marvel needs to pay the movie theaters to basically play their movies, right? So yeah, you see, reactions have been good. So there's that. However, bear in mind that those reactions from the bottom of the barrel Marvel fans to go see everything Marvel and eat up whatever Feige throws at them. That is very true. I have some extremely leftist friends who are like, this movie was fun. This movie was great. Wow, one of the best Marvel movies I have seen in quite some time. And granted, that's a very, very low bar, which is the fact that it's second to the lowest to the Marvels, which is really awful. For comparison, the recent Marvel movie that succeeded was Deadpool and Wolverine, opened to over 211 million. So that means about 64% of those fans who went to go see Deadpool Wolverine didn't bother to go see Thunder. That is true. For the record, I did like Thunderbolts. You can read my review here. It's far from perfect, but there are some cool stuff for hardcore fans. You see, the argument is that the Thunderbolts weren't well-known. Guardians of the Galaxy opened to 127 with inflation factored in. I'd actually argue the problem is that the Thunderbolts is another MCU movie. Now, I think Florence Pugh does not have the stage or camera presence to be the lead. I think Florence Pugh is fine as a sidekick, but not as a lead. The leader probably should have been Bucky, is because he's the actual person. Out of all of them, he's an actual Avenger. Everyone else is just a dick sucker or cock rider, right? They're not really that interesting. They're like I read, they are basically C tier superheroes, and they all suck. And of course, spoiler alert, they killed off Taskmaster in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. Thank God they killed that bitch off. It's because Taskmaster is supposed to be a man, not a freaking woman. All right. And the thing is that, yes, the leader is Yelena, and it's not great. There are some good moments with her and Red Guardian and a couple of the other characters, but overall, her being the main character of the movie sort of has its drawbacks, right? Now, I'm not saying that, a woman shouldn't be the lead, but the thing is that her boobs are really small, so I don't think that she should be the lead. I think her B cups should put her in a B tier. Maybe just put her in the back. Just put her in the back, all right? Fans aren't interested, and the female fans certainly aren't showing up again. That is very true. Now, if this is about like women power, and we gotta, lift the women voices and stuff like that, the women didn't really show up, did they? They didn't show up for the Marvels, Black Widow, or any of the Disney Plus shows. Yet, they show up for Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Tom Holland. Do you know why? Hugh Jackman is jacked. Ryan Reynolds is funny, and Deadpool is funny. And Tom Holland is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is always going to make money. What's that tell you? Why didn't Feige have Winter Soldier? Exactly! Why wasn't the Winter Soldier the main character? Why wasn't Winter Soldier the leader? It's because, another straight white male, taking the... Look, dude, does anyone actually care about Yelena? I don't think so. I didn't even bother to watch Black Widow, the movie, because we all know that she fucking dies in Endgame, so I don't fucking care where this goes. I don't care about the back character, the backstory of Red Guardian, Yelena, what's it called again? And what's it called? Taskmaster, that's now a woman. I don't fucking care. But the thing is that, like, Winter Soldier should have gotten the shield. He should have became the next Captain America. He should have became the leader of the Thunderbolts. Granted, this movie basically, the reason why the name they call themselves the Thunderbolts isn't because of Thunderbolt Ross, is because of Yelena's sports team that she played in when she was a child. fucking stupid. And at the end of the movie, post credits, they call themselves what's it called again? The Avengers, right? The New Avengers. And then Black Captain America says that I'm gonna sue you guys, or the lawsuit's coming your way. And then Red Guardian's like, why don't we call it the Avengers with a Z? It's like, that's fucking stupid. All right, but overall, the tone of the movie should have been serious and dark because of if it's about mental health issues, it should have been that way. It seemed like it was gonna be a dark movie, but the thing is that Marvel is gonna be Marvel. They're gonna insert some of these like cringe MCU jokes, and some of them land, most of them don't. Like I said, the best characters and the best interactions was between Winter Soldier and Red Guardian, and I actually really liked US Agent. I think US Agent played a very good Captain America. I believe that he is actually better than Black in America, Captain Falcon, Captain African American Falcon, or whatever it is. But overall, I think this movie was okay at best. I would say if you guys really wanted to watch it, I would say it's a matinee price at best, maybe like $8, $7, maybe even $3. Things have been so bad post Endgame that the current report from the Wall Street Journal, it's revealed that Feige is overhauling Marvel to get the studio back on track. Yes, we talked about this on Project Anger as well. Feige actually said that people have to do homework. You have to watch a lot of TV shows and a lot of other movies in order for you guys to understand this movie, right? Now, here's the thing. You don't have to, but a lot of people would think that you would have to do it is because, how do I know who this character is? For me, I didn't watch any of the previous, TV shows like Falcon Winter Soldier. I didn't watch the Black Widow movie, but I still understood the movie for what it was worth anyways. Let's see. In his introduction to the screening that night, the Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier, when I first started the movie, Kevin said, "Make it different. This weekend's box office receipts will show whether that's what Marvel fans want." Was it different enough? Right? I think it was different enough that people and normies will consider this movie pretty good. It's pretty clear Marvel fans don't want Thunderbolts. Maybe that's why they were so quick to change the names to the New Avengers, which is what was shown earlier today. But overall, movie was okay. Would I go see it again? No. I would probably, you guys, sail the high seas and watch it. There is a copy out there right now. There's a cammed version anyways. So I would say if you guys want that, you guys can go ahead and do that. But if you guys want to support the movie, go ahead and watch it in the theaters. Granted, the cammed version is only an hour and 34 minutes long versus the actual movie is about a little bit over, maybe a couple minutes over 2 hours. But overall, it is bombing. I don't think it's going to do that well. The fact that we have several other big movies that are coming out. A couple weeks from now, we have Mission Impossible, and then we're going to have Jurassic Park, and then Fantastic Four, Superman. I think this movie is sort of going to get lost in the shuffle. And, granted, those movies isn't coming out for another month or so. I think this movie was okay. Like I said, Florence Pugh's boobs are not big enough for her to carry this movie on her boobs. Now, if it was Scarlett Johansson, maybe bring back a Kat Dennings. You know what? Just bring in what's her name? Christina Hendricks, whatever her big titty woman. Just bring her in, all right? Just bring her in. MCU will be saved, and then make sure the story is good and her boobs bounce out, or maybe pops out just a little bit. Just a little nipplage will be fine.